Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Julie, and if you're new here, I am losing weight following the Slimming World plan. This is my weekly weigh-in update. So yeah, this is I think it's week 46, something like that. I started back on the 3rd of January and I weighed in then at 14 stone 2, and I am, well, I'll tell you, I'll reveal all in a moment, but yeah, so how's it been this last week? If I'm completely honest, it's been a struggle, partly because I didn't do a proper food shop and didn't proper meal plan, so I've been kind of making up as I go along, so I always think that makes it harder, because you don't know in advance what you're going to have, so it's really hard to then space your day out, because if you have your healthy extra B in the morning and you have a plan for the rest of the day, you don't then know whether you're going to need it later in the day or not. So I like to always have in mind what I'm doing for my main meals, so I know if it's going to need my healthy extra B or not, and then I can kind of like figure the rest out if I need to. So that's been difficult. I was back in the office on Tuesday, and that threw me again because obviously I've not been in since September, and even then I was only in 3 times. So in total I think I've been in 4 times since February. So I was slightly disorganised with that. Didn't take any breakfast with me, didn't plan anything, didn't plan lunch, but actually I managed to be on plan that day because I ordered in a Subway salad. So although they did put dressing on it, I was quite sort of on it. So yeah, so I was quite pleased with that day. I have found that the evening's difficult still, and I found that I've wanted to snack more, and I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a snacky person as such, and certainly not a chocolate snacky person, but I have felt like it recently. I think partly it is the lockdown, but I'm not using that as an excuse. The last lockdown I did brilliantly well. I think it's just a mental thing this time for some reason. I feel really stressed at the moment with life. I came to the conclusion yesterday that if I have to push my exams back a month, I will do it. I don't even know if they can take place actually, because I don't know if the exam centres are reopened because they closed for lockdown. Because although it's education, it's my exams are taking place at the place where you do your sort of like your driving, what do you call it, that test you do before you do your driving test? Multiple choice one anyway. So my test happens at one of those, so it closed for the last lockdown. I'm assuming that they'll reopen, but both Nottingham, where my test is, and where I live are both tier 3 in the new sort of structure, so we're still under very high restrictions, so I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, I've come to the conclusion that if I need to push them back a month or so, I'm going to, because I feel really unprepared. I was hoping by putting the date in, they told us to do that I'd be on top of it, it would keep me focused, but obviously I work, and work has to take the priority over my studies, because that's my day job, that's what I get paid to do. So yeah, that's a little bit about that, and why I'm feeling a little bit more stressed and anxious with the life. But yeah, it's all an excuse really. I mean, I just need to plan, and I need to plan for my snacks so that I've got stuff in to snack on. So I'm going to sit down. I'm up early, it's Saturday. I did my weigh-in yesterday, but I always record this on the Saturday morning just because by the time I weigh in, it's busy on a Friday, and then I've got my Zoom at night, so I decided that it was easier just to do it Saturday morning. I'm going to sit and do a couple of hours study, and then I'm going to try and plan some meals before I go food shopping, so I know what I'm doing, and plan for some healthy snacks. I'm going to actually make some if I can this week. So keep a lookout for that, because I might actually record it if I do it, if time's up all on my side, etc. So anyway, what you're here for is my actual weigh-in, so I won't waste any time, I'll get straight to that. I stepped on the scales yesterday, and I was hoping to lose a pound this week, because last week I weighed in at 11 stone and I wanted to get a pound off, so I hit the next stone bracket and I managed it. I weighed in at 10.13 yesterday. My scales are problematic, so I stepped on and it said 10.12, 10.13, 11.2, so it's up and down like Billy-O, but it seemed to settle around 10.13, so I've accepted that as my weight loss, because I had 11.12 as well, which was a lower one that it did settle on. I took 2 pictures actually, so I could show you that it said 10.12 and 10.13, but I'm taking 10.13 as my actual weight, because I do think that's probably more accurate. So yeah, I'm really happy that I've reached the next stone bracket. I think we've got 3 Zooms before, well, we've got 4 Zooms left out of this pilot, and I think we've got probably 3 before Christmas, because it falls on, I think our weigh-in might fall on Christmas Day, our actual thing. So I don't know if she'll bring it forward or back or something, but she did say she's still going to do one, but she'll move the date. So yeah, I'm just hoping now. I think it's like 3 weeks really to go. So realistically, I'm looking at probably trying to lose another £3 before Christmas. I'm also aware that I haven't had any mince pies yet, but I know I will. And certainly over Christmas, I will be having some time off to be able to eat and enjoy things. So I know it will be a gain, and I know I'm going to be working in the new year to get back to where I am now, probably. But that's fine, because this is, you know, a marathon, not a sprint. It's a life journey, and all those other sayings that everyone says. But ultimately, this time I want it to stay off, so I've got to sort of like get straight back on the horse in the new year. I know I can do it, so I will. So yeah, the plan for this week is try and drink more, because this week I've been shocking. I have bought in the winter spice, and I have bought in green tea and all the rest of it, and I still haven't drank a lot, but it's mainly because I've been sitting down working and not actually moving from my desk, and I need to get up more and move more. I ran on Thursday because I didn't make Tuesday because of work, and I'm planning to run this weekend at some point, and I'm going to try and get in 3 runs this week if I can. If I can't, that's fine, but I'm going to try and get in at least, well, I'll get in at least 2 runs in. And then I might even try and fit a couple of workouts in. I haven't put any pressure on myself to work out between now and then, now and sort of like my exams, but I miss it, to be honest. I do miss it, and I can feel some of the definition of my muscles are going already. So anyway, that's enough talk from me. I hope you've all had a good week, and I hope you've got the losses that you're expecting or the gains you're expecting. And I think don't be hard on yourself if you have had a maintain or a gain. You know, these are difficult times we're in. Even just finding out what tier we're going into and stuff, or if you're in lockdown again. It's tough. It's tough in the winter because it's long, sort of, well, it's short days, but you feel like the days go on because it's dark in the morning and dark in the evening, and it's just a bit depressing, isn't it? So don't be hard on yourself. You can do it, and as long as you stay in control. So even if you know you're snacking and you know you're not being really good, and you know you're sort of like putting on the odd half pound or a pound, as long as you're watching it and be prepared to nip it in the bud. So if you know you're going to have a few bad days, then try and have a few really good days, so at least you're trying to balance it out. You know, like I say, I'm struggling a little bit at times at the moment, and I think all you can do is take one meal at a time. So as long as you know, like yesterday, my lunch was off plan, but and I wasn't going to record anything else, and I thought no, because if you do that, it'll go crazy. So you have to try and nip it in the bud if you can, but then go easy on yourself if you do have a day off plan. You know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, it's your journey. You've got to do you. You've got to do how, you know, you've got to get there how you want to get there. So if you're prepared for it to take a bit longer, then that's absolutely fine too. And I am, because, you know, I could eat salad every day and be 7 stone tomorrow, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's not sustainable for me. It's not a lifestyle that I want to keep. I enjoy food, and I enjoy eating a variety of foods and nice foods. So that isn't something I ever want to entertain. I'd rather up my activity slightly to be able to eat extra bits, and I would rather be able to have smaller portions of nice food. So yeah. Anyway, I've gone on. I wanted this to be a short one, but I've gone on for about 8.5, 9 minutes. It's going to take a while for this file to download for me to be able to edit this morning, so I shall leave you to it. Have a good week, everyone. Make sure you write some goals down for yourself. Try and stick to them if you can. And thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Sorry for rambling. And I shall see you next week for the next one. Goodbye.